Hey y'all, Salvage Knifing Tool here. So, next step in knife making. So I glued the scales on with my brass pins or drill bit pins. And now I'm gonna get ready to grind these off and take all the extra micarta off. One thing you want to be super careful about when you're grinding your pins down, I mean, if you can just cut them off, you know, brass will cut. Some of the other things like the drill bit, those won't cut, so I have to grind them down. But you don't want to overheat them because that heat will transfer down the rest of the pin and melt your glue out. And then you're hosed. So I'm gonna take this to the grinder. You can use your angle grinder with a material, you know, a sanding abrasive pad, not a cutting pad, and I wouldn't use a stone pad on this synthetic material. It'll just clog it up in a heartbeat. You're also going to want a vacuum and a dust mask and visor, or you know, some kind of eye protection. This stuff is any synthetic type material, well, any material that you use for a handle and you're going to start grinding off. None of it is stuff you want in your lungs, so make sure you protect yourself. You know, if you see a lot of black snot or colored snot, it means you're inhaling and the mask isn't working, and it's bad for you. You know, too much of this stuff will give you cancer. I mean, this is homemade micarta that I made, and that's with fiberglass resin. So I'm not quite sure what they use in professionally produced micarta, but it can't be any better for you. So you know, safety second. And lastly, you can see on this one how I already ground down where, you know, this would be the guard, basically, the ricasso guard area. It's already shaped the way that I want it. I might polish it depending on how this handle turns out. But getting on here after the knife handle is already attached and getting in there accurately is difficult. Now I have a little bit of glue here. I'll take that off with a razor blade, and it'll, you know, I won't cut into the micarta, and it'll look pretty good. And then anything that, if by chance it seeped under the tape or whatnot, I'll just take off with I'll also take that off with a razor blade. If you have any questions, feel free to post in the comments and let me know.